Created live on Fireside.
Hello, guys. We are back with YNS Live and NFL Thread. So I am honored to have Mary Davis here. I cannot wait to learn a little bit about, because as you guys know, I'm just meeting these women. I'm meeting the women here, and I want you guys to know why they're here. It's not just for the Super Bowl, for other things. So welcome to YNS Live with NFL Thread, Mary.
Thank you. I'm loving being here. I usually attend every year for the fashion shows, but this year was a little hard. My husband passed away 6 months ago, and he was vice president of the Players Union at one time, but such a strong person getting involved with the community, and I kind of just picked up where he left off being involved. And right now, we've opened 7 restaurants in the Phoenix area, and 3 days after he passed, we opened our 8th. So it's called the Angry Crab, and we're in Las Vegas. And I've used to work in PR for a long time, so I've been doing a lot of PR with the business. Right. I was a PR director with Skechers, LA Gear.
So you have you know how that whole world was.
Yeah.
So how is that? And I'm sorry about your husband.
Oh, thank you.
I'm very sorry. How does that, your PR background, kind of relate to what you're doing with the restaurants?
With what?
How you're doing with the restaurants?
Oh,
how does that, what
well,
you got like a little
you have to stay out and get involved. You have to be on your Facebook or your Instagrams. And
right.
and my sons help me too. I have a son that went to Tampa Bay, then the Raiders, then he played 3 years in Arena, and now he's Secret Service for the president.
Okay.
So he kind of knows and he's here now covering the game.
Oh, he is? Oh,
yeah.
I mean, he really had a career himself, right?
He did. He did.
One of the things about my podcast, and that I talk about all the time, is that I really truly believe we all have a path, whether you believe in God or whether you believe, in the universe. And we all don't find it all at the same time. Right. But when you feel that feeling of like, I want to try something new, a lot of times, and I find with women more, we hold ourselves back. We don't go and take that leap of faith. And so I love that your son did that. He had all these different things, and it was like, I'm following something that God really probably meant for him to be doing.
Right. Oh, he is. And the same with me, because in the era that I grew up, our parents stayed in a job all their lives and retired. I started off as a grooming consultant for TWA. Wow, then I went into PR work. Then, I ran an art gallery in Scottsdale for a while. I just stayed involved, and you get those contacts, and one contact leads to another, and it helped me as far as with our restaurants, everything.
Right. Well, because it's all about networking. So that's, one of the things I love that you decided I want to come here and talk about. Right. What you're doing, because in the restaurant business, that's hard business. You're really working hard.
Oh, yeah. We had to shut down for a little while, maybe for like 3 weeks, to regroup, because it's so hard getting wait staffs now.
Oh, I heard. I know.
People can stay home and work on the internet. Why would they buy gas and, drive out? But you learn what you have to do. You have to increase the salaries. You have to do things like that to get them in there, and that's what I've been doing.
So tell us again where all the restaurants are names.
They're called the Angry Crab, and they're in Phoenix, Scottsdale, Glendale, Mesa, Gilbert, Chicago, and we have one in Las Vegas now.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So what out of all the
and my husband brought in. When they opened the one in Vegas, before he passed, he opened it with 2 fellow NFL players, Mark May and Lincoln Kennedy.
Okay, so it's
so they're there, yeah.
Right. Oh, that's amazing. So all the stuff that you have done with, all the walks of life that you've had, is there one that stands out that you are like, that was my favorite? Or does it all, at the time, it was really amazing?
You know what? And I had a passion for all of them, so I really enjoyed it. Another thing, when my husband played like I said, he was involved with the union, the NFLPA.
Right.
And you'll probably talk to Regina Martin and Beverly Lofton, but we started really the first wives group with the NFLPA, where we did things like go to with St. Jude Hospital. We would donate our time and doing fashion shows in the Bay Area and stuff like this.
Right.
It wasn't national.
Right.
It was just with the wives whose husbands were part of the NFLPA. So when I came to Arizona, the way I met Erica was I was doing a fashion show for Tory Burch, and I invited her.
Oh my gosh,
and
I
then
love that.
I got connected with her, and since my husband, before he passed, he always helped Erica in her foundation, so we just became closer and closer, and both of us lost our husbands.
Right.
So and that's
fun.
another thing that kind of, here it kind of connects you, because you have like Erica started a widows group, so you really have that network, and it's really a good support.
Right. Oh, I love that. Well, Mary, thank you so much.
Okay.
You guys are on Instagram, right? They can find you on any of the social media.
Yes.
Yeah. So shout that out so they can.
Yes, at marydavis.com, and I'm also on MLD 36.
All right. Well, thank you so much,